think I have. Let's see. Now, if I can pull it up on the laptop and it's straight, then I think I figured it out. Because remember, the last one was rotated. Let's see what we got here. I can't pull it up. I don't know how to pull it up. This will be my last live video because I just can't. There we go. Let's see. As you can see, I'm no good at this. So let's see. It's sideways. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be this way, but it's this way. I don't even know how to do it. It's no thing. It's recording this way. Maybe I do have to do it with this phone. Let's try holding it this way, because it's just not, it's supposed to be landscape, but I'm not sure what's going on. It looks straight now, so that's what we're gonna go with. It's still awful. It's just awful. It really is. It's just awful because it's supposed to start out either in landscape or portrait, and then it asks you a question, and then it gets so confusing. So I'm not even gonna try to figure that out. Let's see. Now I still do not see the chat. That is can't figure out the chat. I figured if we did it the last time, we figured it out. But I don't even think we can figure this out because you can't. I don't know. Let me see. 19. All right, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. We're just going to leave it the way it is, and we're going to let's see. All right, now I don't even know how to edit all this out to see. So we're just going to start off by saying good morning. We're going to say good morning, and we're going to see. Let's see. I'm going to type in good morning and see if it pop up because I don't see any chat. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna leave things in place the way it is right now, and we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna try this again. I still got my pajama shirt on. Let me take a sip and get started. No, it's supposed to say, where's everybody from? Where's everybody from? but I don't see the the little things in the inside. So we're just gonna, it's not supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be this way. I don't know how to turn it. I don't know how to fix it. And, okay, so we're just gonna get started. And we're gonna talk today. Let me see. I still don't see the chat. I'm just gonna hope that it's going through. That's what we're gonna have to hope for, because I don't know how to get it where it stays and everything. It's gotta be a way. So if it's anybody out there that knows how to do the landscape or portrait, you know, when you do the video, because I don't think you're supposed to do the live with the camera like this. I don't know how to make it turn. So we're gonna just leave it there, and we're just gonna do, I guess, keep trying to do these live videos and just tell you about myself and my YouTube channel. And that hopefully that'll draw people here to the channel. But don't nobody want to see no channel where I can't even figure out which way to turn the phone. And I'm really trying, but it's really tough. Okay, I'm gonna start off by telling you a little bit about myself. My name is Lashon, and I am the mother of 3 adult children. And I'm here on YouTube now, but in the past, I was a surgical tech, which means I worked in surgery and assisted the physicians in surgery. And but at the end of my career, I delivered babies. It was a wonderful, wonderful job. I loved my job. I loved going to work every day. It was a wonderful experience, and it was 99% happy. You know, deliveries and births are happy. You know, there are sad times. Everything don't always go as planned, but it was really a wonderful situation. I love doing that. And also, I was in the Navy, so I'm a United States Navy veteran, and I served. I went to a lot of great places. I was married to a man who was also active duty, and we traveled and we went to a lot of beautiful places. And now I'm here on YouTube. And so we're going to talk today. We're just going to keep talking, and maybe the video itself will rotate back. I'm not even sure how it's supposed to go. But either way, we'll still have this video to discuss people's Thanksgiving and how they enjoyed their holidays. Did they have family down? Did family come in? Did you travel? Did you go places? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have problems? Were there toxic people in the family there? Those type of things. I thought that maybe we could discuss it today, but again, I'm not sure how to do this live situation. And so what we're going to do is I'm just going to talk, and I'll do about 20 minutes. And if people start to come in, then they will. If not, then we'll have a video of me discussing Thanksgiving, the holiday, and family. Okay, let's get started. If you're new here, please take a moment to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it, okay? Now, first of all, this Thanksgiving was a little different because I had said, like, for weeks, I had put out videos and said, oh, no, 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 no. I am not going to cook. I'm not going to do. That's what I said, right? But it turns out that I did, because I knew that all 3 of my children was coming, but I just didn't want to be over the stove cooking the whole time, because I cook all the meal. And it's always been that way. But the problem is that last year I got really sick at Christmas time, and it scared me a little bit, because I was up all night. I was cooking. I did a turkey. I did a spiral ham. I did everything. I had a whole spread, 2 cakes, and a pie. and I was exhausted. And when I was finished, and when I went to get up to check on my greens on the stove, I just felt really lightheaded. And that was last year at Christmas time. So I spent that holiday and the beginning of the year in ICU, and it just wasn't a happy situation. I learned a lot about my medical condition. I learned a lot about myself and my body limitations last year. And so I had just decided that all of that long standing cooking, all that, is really not necessary. So this year I decided not to cook. But when my daughter came in, she was like, have you been to the store? And I was like, well, I was just going to get what everybody needed, because she, for example, hello, Al, I see you here again from yesterday and the day before. Hi, how are you? We had me and her a discussion because she doesn't drink whole milk. She doesn't drink anything with lactose, no pork, no nothing. She's got limitations to what she eats and all of that stuff. So I didn't really want to go through that again. So I had to go to the store, get her almond milk. She drinks almond milk or soy milk. Vegan cheese is just, it's just her list, okay? It's just too much. And even more than that, I don't really care for that type of stuff. I don't, that vegan cheese is just, you know what I'm saying? It's not really my thing. So I didn't want to get that, but I still had to go to the store. So I wound up getting a turkey. I know what I said. But the turkey was already, it was a little bitty one. I didn't figure it to be, a bigger deal. But if you check here on my YouTube channel, you'll see that, hello, Scars into Stars, Palm Beach, Colorado. Wow. I was thinking Florida, Palm Beach, Florida, but I know it's cold in Colorado. I'm cold. Hey, Allie. It's nice of you to come back again. Okay, back to what I was saying. So I actually cooked. I made a small turkey. I made mashed potatoes. I made, county. Okay, Palm County. Okay, so it is warm there. It is warm. So it's, well, I don't know what you would consider warm. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. And today, let me see, it says 49 degrees and cloudy. So that's how I'm starting my day. And so I'm going to try to get out there and get a walk in this morning too. But I wanted to try this live thing again. So at the very beginning, yes, ma'am. I can see the comments now, so something's right. But at the beginning of this video, if you're new here, which I see two names that I've never seen before, so thank you and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see, please like the video, share the video, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll tell you a little bit about myself once I finish the dinner. So we had mashed potatoes, greens, and we had macaroni and cheese. I didn't bake the macaroni and cheese. I didn't do all that extra stuff. I made some cornbread, some sweet cornbread, and then I was gonna make, the whole thing, the cakes and all those things. But like I said, I didn't feel like doing all of that. But this year for Thanksgiving, I had all three of my children. And for those of you who don't know, I have 3 adult children. I have a 30-year-old. Yes. I have my daughter is 24, and I have my baby, and my baby will be 22 in exactly one day. Tomorrow's his birthday. And so I have 3 adult children, and it's hard to get all of them together. So I knew that I was going to have all of them together. So I was like, I have to, throw something together. So I did. I made a quick breakfast. I can hardly see on the little phone. That's why I was trying to get it to go this way, and then I could pull it up on the laptop. But again, my phone is cracked, and this is what you do when you when you're very frugal and you don't have any money, you use what you got, and that's why I'm here. And I'm just trying to spread joy and inspire and encourage people any way I can. So again, thank you for joining me here. If it's anything that you would like to talk about, please let me know. It's real simple. I am, again, the mother of three. I'm a United States Navy veteran. I was in the United States Navy. I also was a scrub tech, and I worked in hospitals my whole career delivering babies. It was a wonderful life. And now I'm here on YouTube. I am talking on YouTube. I'm meeting wonderful people on YouTube. I am doing this for therapeutic reasons, to get over a lot of my worries, a lot of my anxieties. And I just try to lift myself up, because some days I have really rough days, and some days are really hard. And medically, it's a lot of stuff I'm going through, but I try to stay positive. And one thing you'll learn about me is that I do not make excuses. If I can't do something, I just get up and try again. I'm always looking for solutions, and that's why I started this YouTube channel, to uplift people, to encourage people, but mostly to encourage myself. I was finding myself being depressed all the time and just sitting alone a lot, and not engaging with activity or people. And that's no way to live. It was really hard for me after my divorce. It was very hard for me to get up and get moving again. It was very hard for me to start going places, even to start back going to church. So that's why I do this, because it's not very comfortable for me. It's outside of my safety net, and it forces me to interact. It forces me to meet and greet, so to speak. So that's why I'm doing it. And I'm going to still make the videos, but I'm going to keep trying with the live, because it's really, as my heart start beating fast. Every time I say, oh, I'm going to try this week to do the live. And for months and months, I said I was going to try to do the live, and I never did. It's procrastination. Happy birthday in advance. Oh, my goodness. That's my son's birthday tomorrow. But thank you. I'll tell him that somebody on YouTube said happy birthday to him. Good morning, Jacob, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Are you new here? Because we have 3 new people here today, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you could take the time to like the video and subscribe if you're not already. Go ahead and comment, ask me questions, but more than anything, I would like to know where everybody is from. A couple people have said where they're from, and that way I can remember you. I might not remember everything, but when we're doing these live things, the last live session we did, I actually remembered what people said. Now, if you look at this video later, you'll see that at the beginning of the video is crooked, it's upside down. It went this way, then it went back to this view. It kept asking me horizontal or portrait. Yeah, it kept asking me horizontal or portrait. I ain't know what the difference was. New York City, wow. Player X. I've never been to New York City, but I bet you one thing. I bet you it's cold and it is here in Florida. Today is 49 degrees this morning. Nice to meet you too. It's a little brisky here, like a cool breeze here. That's why I have on the long sleeve. And but look, I'm originally from Chicago. That's where I'm from. So this is not cold to me. This is, yeah, you might want to get your flu shot weather, but this isn't cold. But I bet you it's cold in New York. I know, it's just a lot of people here in Florida, when it falls below 60 degrees, they got fires burning. They got fireplaces going. They got winter coats. I've never seen anything like it, but it's like and share. Why are not even 10 likes? The like for, oh, that's nice. It's that many people who, oh, I didn't even, is that what that number means up there? I'm not, no, let me see what it says. It says, I did like and share. Why are 344 people viewing and not even 10 likes? BLM hit the like for Mother Nine. Yeah, I didn't know that's what that meant. So it's a little head picture. So those are the people that are supposed to be viewing. Oh, I did not know that. I just thought it was like a countdown because the number keeps going down. I think initially when you go live, a lot of people are either have your notifications on or whatever, and they will. I don't have a lot of followers either, so I've got like 1,500 followers on this channel. It's not it. I've had it a while, but I just recently started doing the videos a daily, not daily, but almost daily. Just started back doing that. So I'm not knowing all the ins and outs of YouTube, but one thing I do know is that if you're subscribed to the channel and you hit the notifications, because I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, I will get the notification that somebody's going live and I always click it. But that doesn't mean that I stick around. And that's what I'm learning. Just because somebody's tuning, was viewing see the numbers going up and down as I'm talking to you now that I know what that is. But I can't worry about the numbers because you can't please everybody. And I'm just real simple, and a lot of people like fluff, and I'm natural, no makeup, no eyelashes and all. And it's nothing wrong with those things. It's just that I don't do those things. And a lot of the younger people today, that's what they want to see. It's cold. Oh my God, do that say Norway? Oh my goodness. Of course it's cold in Norway. What is the temperature there? Oh my goodness. I love the cold though. God got this. That's right. That's right. God's got this. I don't worry about those numbers. They don't mean, you know why? I'm going to tell you why I don't worry about the numbers. Because like I said, when I started this channel, I was what I call in the pit. I was depressed. I was overweight. I just had a lot of stuff going on. My mind was playing tricks on me. I didn't want to get out the bed. I didn't want to see anybody. But after I started getting up and getting moving and started this YouTube channel, and I would sometimes only be able to walk to the driveway. And then sometimes I could walk to the mailbox. And sometimes I walked to the end of the apartment complex. And each day I got better and better. And I said, you know what? It's got to be somebody else who was like me a week ago. Or it's got to be somebody who was like me when a month ago when I couldn't even get out of the bed. So that's why I do this channel. Sometimes it's 5 people, sometimes it's 15. And I don't worry about the numbers. All I keep thinking about is maybe somebody will see me talk or see a video and say, it motivated them. Hello and welcome. Is that a cuss word? No, it says shift happens. Okay. I can. These are not the new glasses. I've just grabbed these, but these are not the new glasses, so it's hard to see close up. So anyway, I was hoping that I could motivate at least one person. So if you get up every morning and say you want to change the world, that's fine too. But we all are not capable of changing the world in just one day. But I do believe you can change the world by touching people one at a time. And that's what I do. I get comments and I'm getting wonderful emails. Oh, okay, Jacob. Thanks for joining me here today. And make sure you subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time. Bye, Jacob. So what I'm learning is that you can meet people here on YouTube and you can uplift them, you can encourage them, you can find really great friends here too. It's in over a year and slowly starting to emerge. I did a video where I said, if you just couch this morning or you just got to get out of bed this morning, that's progress. And for us, we're up and we're moving, but it's really people at home now that's not getting up. Tell us your story. I know you have so much to give. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I know for half of my life I was married. I am 52 years old and I have 3 adult children, and I was married for half my life and loved my husband and honored God and was happy every day of my life. And I did not see it coming. My husband told me one day he didn't want to be married to me anymore. Thank you so much. Thank you. My husband just came to me one day and was like, I don't want to be married to you anymore. I found somebody else. And I just fell apart. I fell apart. I had 3 kids. I had 2 that were still at home. One was about to go to start college. My daughter was about to start college. I had 1 in high school. I had 1 that was left the house, and my husband told me he didn't want to be married to me anymore. and he packed up his clothes that day, and he went to an apartment that he had already had situated for him and his mistress. So now I stayed depressed for a while. I didn't leave the house. I quit my job. I just was not. Oh, it was very hard, Brittany. It was very hard. I came to learn and support. Yeah. And I just, it was devastating to learn that he didn't love me the way I loved him. It was, like I said, I spent half my life with him, and that he was all I knew. So I looked up one day and I had the same clothes on. It was 2 days later. That was my first sign that maybe I needed some help. And then my daughter was, she worked. She was saving up her money to get her car fixed to take to, she was about to start FAMU in Tallahassee. She was finna go to college. And she came home one day and she told me, Ma, you got to get off this couch. Come on with me. Let me help you get a bath. And she slowly eased me off that couch and got me back wanting to change my clothes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. I didn't, it didn't, I didn't believe it at first. I really had blinders on. You know, the first thing people tell you when your marriage is over, when you're about to go through divorce, the first thing they tell you is you had to have seen warning signs. I mean, he didn't just wake up and say he didn't want to be you. And and I just said I had no signs. I went to church. I loved my husband. I prayed for my husband. I loved him. I adored him. I did everything for him and my children because they were my life. And I never in a million years thought that our marriage would end and that he would cheat on me. So yes, there was no warning signs for me, and I'm speaking for myself, but I do believe in God. I do believe that there's some other power in this world. You don't have to believe in God. You don't have to believe what I tell you, but this is my testimony. I know for a fact that it was nothing but God and my daughter that got me off that couch, that got me moving. And very slowly, I got back the into the things that I was doing before. I never had that life again. But after a lot of hospital stays and everything, because I developed two, not one, but two bleeding ulcers. I lost a lot of weight, and it's nothing but I did a video called Restoration on here because he saved me. God saved me because I didn't want to go on. Yes, he saved me. Yes, because I did not want to go on. My life was over. My husband, I didn't even know how to do our bank account because all our stuff was automatic. The bills, the mortgage, what we put aside for the taxes, everything, the homeowner's insurance, the money that we paid, the gardener. I mean, everything was automatic. But when I went through that depression, I couldn't even do anything for myself. So that's why I say I'm going to do this YouTube channel. Even if one person is touched by my testimony or one person can hear me, that's one person who won't have to go through what I went through. It was painful. It destroyed me. My hair fell out. I'm happy now. This is 2021. I got divorced in 2015. In 2015, I was served with my divorce papers. That's right. Proverbs 31. That's right. And I stick with him. And even through the divorce, I never badmouthed him in front of my children. I had my opinions of him because I was not in love with him anymore. I love him and I still do. I still love my husband, but I am not in love with him, and I do not wish anything bad on him. It is 2021, so that's 6 years. He's been married to his mistress for 6 years, and I don't want to call her a mistress anymore. It's his wife, his new wife, and they are happy, and they are happy and thriving. And so I don't know. Maybe it wasn't meant for us to be, but I know I got three beautiful children. I have three children who I love and I adore, who love me and who are in my life. And that's what I started this video talking about. That's right. Thank you, Father. That's what I'm talking about because Thanksgiving, I finally had all three of my children together. Of course, they're not children anymore. They're grown with boyfriends and girlfriends, and they're going, oh, you put it's heartbreaking. Scars into stars. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. And that's just a scar. That's right, scars to stars. That was a scar that I still have, real close to my heart. I still have that scar because I I mourned. I mourned for the life that I had with him. And that was a tough thing. And then another thing, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a stigma attached to being divorced. People treat you a little bit different. Been here for, oh, that's nice. How do you pronounce your name? Iktomi? Iktomi? Thank you. I hope so. I'm trying to uplift myself every day. I get like, this is my uplifting. This video this morning is going to help me do my walk. Now, a lot of you don't know, but after my last surgery, I was on permanently on a walker. So I have a walker, I have a cane, but I still get up and I walk every single day. And it's not a lot. Some days I can do a quarter of a mile. Oh, that's sorry. Okay, Brittany, I'm gonna make sure you put the link in the comment section for your YouTube, and I'm gonna connect with you, and I'll follow you on your page, Brittany. Okay, and you have to, when things get you down, oh, the split, yeah. The spirit moved me too. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. You got to believe in something. Everybody do not believe in God, and that's your opinion, that's your life. You choose to live it, but I believe in God. I'm happy and I'm joyful, and I get up every morning, and I don't look for excuses. I look for solutions, and I just keep on moving. And when I'm in pain, I keep on moving. But I also know now my limitations because I was just doing a little bit too much. So if and you as well. Oh, thank you, Brittany. So I'm just happy and I'm joyful, and I have rough days. I think you're more in the dream he meant, yeah. You know, you're right. It was the dream. I dreamed it. I loved him from the bottom of my heart. And every day I waked up and I thank God for my family. I thank God for my husband who believed in God too. We went to church together. It was shocking. I think that was the totality of it all. Not the, I was depressed because I, I just didn't see it coming. I had no signs. And people tell me, oh, it was signs there. I wasn't looking for anything wrong. That's the best way to explain it. A lot of people say, oh, I looked through his phone, I saw this, or I never did those things because I know the way he made me feel. I knew how he treated me and my children. So that's what I just knew he was a man of God, and this is the way our life was going to be. And we had a lot of things, you know, we had a lot of things. And that's the best thing I learned from the divorce. The best thing I learned from the divorce is we had a lot of materialistic things. We had money in the bank, but we didn't have true love for each other. We were best friends, but we were not in love with each other. Because if we were, we could have worked our things out. It's no way that you love somebody and you cheating on the side. I just don't. That's my opinion. Yeah, but God is good. You're right, Brittany. God is good because he saved me, and that ain't the first time. Let's see, doing too much love you. Mm-hmm. You're right, Scars. You're right. Because now, at this, I call it a chapter. At this chapter in my life, I have learned a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not sure if all of you are subscribed to my channel or maybe this is your first time, but you'll see that I went from my big house that we lived in. This is over the course of the last 3 years. Because I could not afford to stay in that house any longer because I live on a fixed income and I'm a disabled veteran, and I could not keep up all the house, the mortgage, the roof. I had to replace the roof. It just was everything. It was soaking me dry. So I said, I have to go to an apartment. I have to go to something smaller. And that's exactly what I did. But eventually, I am now in an apartment now that, oh, thank you so much, Scars. And now you ready for this? Okay. Guess how many square foot I live in now? 630 square feet. That's right. That's right. That's it. 630 square foot. I would like to know how big your apartments are that you live, but I live in a 1 bedroom. It's just me. It's just me. Yeah, the memories too. I know. I don't know. The memories were hard scars. They was hard. But now I am in a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm no longer in my 3,500, 4,000 square foot home that we built together for our family. I'm in 630 square feet. But you know what? And this is straight from my heart. I never had real peace. You know how I know? Because once I moved in here, got all situated and settled, and had my first night in this little bitty apartment, you know what? That was the first night I slept. How much does that say? You pay 3,300 a month for a hotel? That's a mortgage. Why do you have to pay so much? I want to know. I want to know. But back to what I was saying. I live in 630 square feet, but this is the first place I've ever had real peace. I wake up every morning and I'm happy. And I thank God for this little apartment. A lot of people, you know, when I first started this YouTube channel, I did a tour of my little apartment that you already know the Lord says you have not. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. And I'm telling you, I'm not longing. I think that's the word. I'm not longing for a big place. I'm not longing for a bigger place. I've had a house, I've had a yard, I've had a garden, I've had all those things. Now I'm in an apartment that's wheelchair accessible. The shower is specifically made for me. I have bars to get in and get out of the shower, and I'm no longer am falling. I was falling because I couldn't reach, I couldn't get out the tub on my own. I had a lot of ailments. Like I said, I'm a disabled veteran. But now in this apartment, I have peace. I have so much peace, and it's so tranquil and it's quiet in here. I'm finna get a fish tank though. It's a little bit too quiet, okay? And I used to have a bird. I had two canoe parrots, and they recently died this year. So it's no pets or nothing in here, but it's time for me to get my dog. Yes, I'm gonna get a hot dog. No, I can't speak Arabic. No. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Somebody asked me if I could speak Arabic. No, I can speak English only. But I know that you can click here somewhere on YouTube, and you can get it translated to English or whatever language. Because when I first started this channel, it said that, yes, Brittany. Do you know, Brittany, if you could click it to, because it asks, is your channel English? It says English, da da da, and I put United States and I put English. But I do believe that you can click something on your channel and it'll translate the comments and like me talking to you now. That if you click closed caption, it would come into the language that your YouTube channel is in. I'm pretty sure of it. But no, I do not speak Arabic. My mother, oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Scars, that your mother passed. It's a hard thing. When my mother passed, it was, Mother's Day was hard for me when she passed. Not a birthday or none of those things, just Mother's Day, because she was wonderful. She was a wonderful mother. And that, I'm telling you, people that have their mother, please hold on tight. Please love them and tell them you love them every minute that they're here. Because when they leave, you have to catch your breath. You really do. No, Brittany, I did live once yesterday or the day before. The video was upside down. It was horrible. And so I said, I'm going to start today. I'm going to keep trying till I get it right. Because this video at the beginning, it asked, do you want landscape or portrait? To tell you the truth, I don't know the difference between them. So I started the video like this with because I got a little phone and my computer is about to die, so I have to use my phone. So it's cracked right there. So I can't see the countdown or the people in the room. So I switched it this way, the way it is right now. That way, with the crack in the phone, I can still see myself talking to you guys, but I can also see those numbers that I didn't know that meant the people in the room. But it's like, for instance, it says 150 right now. So if I'm understanding correctly, that means that 150 people are in the room, or it might, let's see, it's going down again. but the numbers keep going up and down. And I was doing it yesterday when I did the video. Yesterday, it finally went to 0. So that means I was the only one left in the room. So I'm trying to learn this whole live thing. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. As you can see, my hair is low again. So I am very frugal. Was in the Navy. Your dad was in the Navy, yeah. My first buddy, she knew I loved her before. That's right. That's right. Yes, Scars. It says 140 people, but it's only 6 likes up there. So I don't even know if that's an accurate number. I think that might be the people who stopped in the room. It might be the total of the people who was in the room at one point, but that can't be the right number because it's only 6 likes up there. So I know what I'll say. It says up there, and right now it says there are 127 people in the room, and I have 6 likes. So if you're in the room now, click the like button, and I'll know that you're in the room. I know, right, Scars? I know. I'm not really tripping on numbers because, like, I'm talking to Brittany, I'm talking to Scars. We here, we talking, correct. And I don't lose myself in numbers. I just would like to have people who come to my YouTube channel and ultimately care about what I'm talking about. And if you don't, that's fine too. But I follow so many people on YouTube, but I very rarely comment because it's mostly on different food. I try recipes. Please hit the like button, guys. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. But I'm trying to learn how to cook again because for years I had, you might not even think about this, but I always had a gas stove my whole life, always gas. But when I moved in this little bitty apartment, I got a stove no wider than this, and it's electric. And I tried to make my biscuits. Everything I try to bake in that oven don't turn out right. I figured out the top, like, you got to go a little slower than the gas because the gas stove was cooking very even. But what I'm learning with the electric stove is that it's not, I can burn something on one side. My macaroni was sticking. I don't know. I don't have time for all that. So I try to get easy stuff to cook, easy stuff to make in here. But anyway, that's enough. Anything else you want to know about me? You can just ask me a question about, let's see, electric is where it's at. Really? Really? I don't know. When you live in Florida and you have hurricanes all the time, you will see that a gas stove is the way to go. Power be out all the time in hurricane season is officially over here, but people electric will be off, but that gas stove will still be going. You still could cook, you still could boil your water and everything. But this is a new me. I'm not complaining. It's just tough. I'm just gonna have to redo my brain to cook with this electric stove, and nothing's really turning out. But it's just me. Like I said, I live alone. But I'm really, really wanting a little bitty hot dog. I used to have a wiener dog, and he died years ago, and I never replaced him. But I'm ready now because I need some type of companionship. So I'm just looking forward to getting one. And I looked up some, it's a little ridiculous. These breeders are out of control. They are. I thought it was a couple $100 to get a dog. Right? I'm a ghetto baby. That's funny. I don't know what a ghetto baby is. Can you explain that? I don't know what a ghetto baby is. But my dog is a wiener dog. I've always had wiener dogs. I've had 3 in my lifetime. And I've had them all till they died. I've had them all. I loved wiener dogs. They're lap dogs. They're easy to train. And I can train a dog easy. Potty train them, get them to not be aggressive. You don't want an aggressive dog. You want a nice, loving dog that want to cuddle. And that's where I'm at right now. But I don't need no roommate or nothing, okay? I ain't looking for no roommate or nothing, because when you tell people that, you're a little lonely, they tell you, oh, you need to get you you need to find you a man or a woman. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy. And so I wanted to do this other live. I'm going to get it right eventually. A ghetto baby is somebody who grew up and was raised in a different type of mentality because you lived in a hood. It had to be a different way to survive. Listen, I guess I'm a ghetto baby too, okay? Because my mother and father, my father was Army, and my mother was worked for the Board of Education, and they had three girls. I have two older sisters. I'm the baby, and they raised us in an apartment. We all was in one room for a long time, and then all three of us girls was in a room by ourselves. We never had a house or nothing until I was 16, 15 going on 16, and my mother and father finally found a house, and they had been together for all those years. And I have two older sisters, so they had been together for, by the time they got their house for over 20 years, it's hard to get a house, and it was hard for them, and they finally found us one. It was in the hood though, okay? It was a rough neighborhood. We had bars and everything on the windows, but it was a wonderful day when they got that house. They were very proud of that house and proud of all that they achieved for us so that we can have. And that was the first time turning 16 that I had a room of my own. And some people are born into things. And it was a wonderful life for the most of the point. I had some, ups and downs in my childhood, just like everybody else. But I know for a fact, I know because my mother told me. My mother was an alcoholic. And before she died, I flew to Chicago to see her. And she held my hand and she told me that she loved me and that she did the very best she could. And don't hate her. She said, don't hate me. I did the very best I could. That's what she told me. And so, a lot of people, I'm sorry. Talking about my mother is hard. Because I know. She did the very best she could. And I think a lot of kids today don't realize that some of their parents are working very hard and they're doing the best they can. And my mother had a lot of things that she could have did better, but she did the best she could with what she knew. And so I respect that. I am so glad. I am so grateful to God. Oh, I am so grateful. Thank you, Scars. Thank you, Brittany. I am so grateful to God. I'm telling you that I was able to talk with her before she passed. I braided her hair in the hospital and I held her hand, and it was a wonderful, wonderful thing. And to know that she felt that I loved her when she was leaving this earth, when she left her body, I knew she felt that I loved her. That means everything to me. That means everything. My mother meant everything to me. So I'm trying to be a good mother. I'm not crying. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I was just talking about my mother. Still, it's been years. I can't believe. Sometimes when I talk about things, because when you was talking about the ghetto, some people blame everything on the environment, but my mother was just the opposite. Do you know that my mother took me to a Broadway play? She took me to downtown Chicago. Remember many, many years ago when the black version of The Wizard of Oz came out, it was called The Wiz. It was called The Wiz. Heal herself and find her purpose in the pain. That's right. That's right, Scars. My mother, who was an alcoholic, she drank and drank and drank, but when she was lucid, when she was in the good space, all my good memories, she took me to my very first play to see The Wiz, and Stephanie Mills sang she sang like an angel. She sang like home, and it was a wonderful, 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 wonderful play. I had never seen a play. I was changed after that day. I was changed after that day. I didn't know it was possible. And it just made me happy, just knowing that it was just me and her that day. So we didn't have much. Sometimes we had food, sometimes we didn't. But I always felt my mother love. And she did the best she could. So I'm happy. I'm not sad. When you see tears like that, I think about my daughter, because I have a daughter now who, by the way, looks just like my mother. I do have DNA somewhere, but it skipped her. She looked just like my mother, but she is a wonderful, wonderful daughter. I have 3 children again, in case I didn't tell you. I have 2 boys and a girl, and my daughter is the middle child. And the joke that I usually tell people is that she's my favorite daughter. Well, sometimes that people be looking like, oh, I can't believe you said that. No, she's my only daughter. It's a joke. So I say, You're my favorite daughter. Of course, I wouldn't say that to my sons because I have 2 sons and I love them dearly, both of them the same. Oh, and wanted to take me with her one day because, yeah, I'm telling you, a play will change your life. A play will change your life. My mother took me to my first play. My mother's middle name for her. Oh, really? My daughter, you know what, Scars? My daughter's name is Lyric Mertrice Campbell. Lyric is because when I was pregnant, she couldn't stop dancing. She loved music. So I knew it had to be something musical, so I was thinking maybe lyrical. So I named her Lyric, and her middle name is Mertrice after my mother-in-law. I named her after my mother-in-law. 4 girls, is that what that said? Oh my goodness. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4? Is that what that said? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Girls and boys, they both a blessing. Them days of me with my kids, I have 4 daughters. Who is that? That's Brittany said 4 daughters. Oh my goodness. What's their ages, Brittany? Oh my goodness. Are they little? Or they grown? Are they at the house? All right. You got 4 girls. Oh my goodness. I don't know. 3 was let's see, all under 30. Is that? Brittany, I think I need to say a prayer for you. What that say, Joseph? Milso. It said military right, the dream of law. Beautiful. Well, thank you, Scars. Thank you. Yes. I have 1 girl. Devetta. Hello, Devetta. Did I say that right? Devetta? Devetta Old Crow. Welcome. Welcome to my, the baby is 1. Oh my God. If all of y'all didn't see that, Brittany has 4 children under the age of 13. OMG. 3 of them under 13. That means you got a diaper in there somewhere. That means you got a toddler at least. So that one is in a pull-up or a diaper. Mine are 9, 10, 16. Oh, that's 16 and 15? 2 of those teenagers. Oh, those were rough for me. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I'm glad. I'm telling you, we all did, and you're one of the few. Oh, thank you so much. I'm telling you, when my kids were younger, I was always somewhere, okay? Baseball, soccer, Lyric did cheerleader, they swam. I know, Brittany. We gonna pray for you, Brittany. It's a lot of work. All my kids were in activities, but one year when my husband was in the Navy at the time, he was deployed and I had two in soccer at the same time. And I just had to sit all my kids down and tell them 2 people cannot do an activity at the same time. Like if it's soccer season, 2 people can't play soccer because you're gonna miss a game in there somewhere. It's just if it's one of you. My husband was deployed, so I considered myself a single parent at that time. So I want to be at all my kids' activities. So I had to sit them down and say, well, if you're doing soccer, then you can do dance. You know, I told my daughter, oh, you can swim or you can do this because I know that soccer is always at those same times. And there's 2 major fields here in Jacksonville. So I was like, oh no, I can't be 2 places at once. And you don't ever want your kids to feel like you don't notice them, you don't care about them, or you don't support them. Oh, I was the one in the thing like this, waving my hands. That's my baby. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me. Everything I did. Flag football, we did. Lyric swam, she did gymnastics. My kids was always busy. They was always. And then as they got older, they did more calming activities where all of them played instruments. My oldest son, Elijah, played the trombone. The baby played the trumpet, and my daughter played the flute. But to this day, now, my youngest son, the baby, still plays his trumpet, and he's a grown man, and that's what he does. He does gigs. He plays in a jazz band. So you can instill those things in your children, and you just never know when they grow up and get bigger how it's going to be. I kept my kids on instruments to keep them out of trouble initially because I knew they had to practice and those things that would keep them off the street. It was different than when I grew up. We didn't have all that. I made a song, I think maybe you like it, please. Sandy D. Yeah, I'll just put the link in the comment section if you have something for me, or put also, oh shoot, you're in, yeah, Brittany, I'm in Jacksonville, are you? You in Florida? I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, I used to live in Jacksonville, North Carolina, but now I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. So, where you from, Brittany? I don't remember you telling me where you from. Everybody, where's everybody from again? Maybe I was at the beginning. Now, I know it's the spirit. Really, Brittany? Why do you say that? I hope you can type faster than I can read, okay? I hope you can type better than I can read, because I can't hardly see. And I can hardly see the words. That's why I do my glasses like this, because these are not the new ones. I have brand new glasses, progressive, that I'm trying to. I played the trumpet as well. Yes, Brittany. My son, he still plays. He still plays. And my daughter, she hated the flute. She didn't do it. Yeah. Now, Brittany, I played the clarinet when I was younger. And the clarinet is not very hard. And my daughter, you in Shreveport, Louisiana. Hello, Conspiracy Talk. I actually went to Louisiana. Okay, Brittany says she's in New York. Okay, I remember that, Brittany. I'm sorry. Short-term memory loss. But I've never been to New York, but I have been to Louisiana. I used to be stationed in Biloxi and Gulfport, Mississippi. And so we would go up to New Orleans, and I went for the Mardi Gras one year. Oh, my goodness. Louisiana is just a beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful music. Oh, your father is in Jacksonville. Well, Jacksonville is a beautiful city. It's huge. My problem with Jacksonville is it doesn't have a good transit system. No, like I'm from Chicago, so we had L's and we had the subway. We had really good bus service. So our parents weren't dropping us off and pick us up. Well, none of that. We didn't do none of that. My kid was like, we from Montana. Montana? Oh my goodness. What part of Montana? I never been, but I'm telling you that when all my ailments are together, and I'm gonna speak it into existence, because I started physical therapy a couple weeks ago. You did the clarinet as well, Brittany? Yeah, I played the clarinet. It's not very difficult. So if you want to try to encourage your kids to play instruments and do things like that, it's a great thing. It keeps them out of trouble. It's a whole bunch of stuff. For me, it was math, and it was reading, and it was configuring all those things. And I look up, and it's 2 hours later. So it was a wonderful thing. I stopped playing, as I got older and started having babies. But my daughter didn't like the flute, but to me, the flute was harder than the clarinet. And then my son, the oldest one, he played the trombone, and he never had to, I'm telling you, once he learned how to read music, he was composing his own stuff. When they get to that level, it's just the hand of God. Don't even try to keep up with it. Don't even try to keep up with it, because it's just some things you just know are anointed. And I don't even try to question some things. I saw that, Brittany. You said you're trying to move to Jacksonville. If you are interested in Jacksonville, Florida, I never try to be negative. Jacksonville is a wonderful place for a lot of reasons. I like Jacksonville because it's water here. I mean, you're so close to Jacksonville Beach. And Flathead Reeves, we are Native American. Oh my goodness. Thanks for sharing that with me. And also, I don't know if any of you guys have been to St. Augustine, but I'm sorry. I love St. Augustine, Florida. It's absolutely beautiful. It's kind of old school. Just think of bed and baths, and those bed and baths, old houses with the big porches, and and the fans and the ceiling fans and the rocking chairs. That's what St. Augustine is. It's absolutely beautiful. For me, it's a vacation. When I go up there, you got to spend the night. You can't just go up there and see the different things. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. They have the alligator farm is up there, and they have wonderful places to eat, and the beaches are absolutely beautiful. Now, that's St. Augustine. Now, since I've been in Florida, I've been moving around. I done been to Miami. Miami is a beautiful place. I don't know if any of you guys been to Miami, but Miami is what I call the beautiful people. I was on the beach with a pair of jogging pants, okay? I don't want nobody to see this cellulite, okay? That's for me and me alone to see. I had jogging pants on, but I had a nice little, little tank on. But when nobody finna see none of my stuff, no. But Miami's a beautiful, but there's a lot of people. Oh my goodness. There's so many people in Miami. You can't, you could barely sit. And I would never want to live in a place like that. I mean, it's just too many people. It's a tourist attraction. But Jacksonville, Brittany, if you do decide to move here, the beaches are beautiful and it is a lot of people here, but it's not where you can't find your space at the beach. It's a beautiful place. Now, it's a little chilly now, but some people like this type of weather to go to the beach. I'm just not one for it. I like to go, but the thing is, it's too far to walk to the bathroom. Okay, too far to walk to the bathroom. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm learning, but Jacksonville is a wonderful place. I think my favorite place, I don't know. Tampa is beautiful. Daytona Beach is beautiful. But I lived in Pensacola for 2 years, and I loved everything about Pensacola. Everything. It had an army base. It had wonderful hospitals, and it also had great buses and transit, and I could get around and get where I needed to go. See, that's kind of how I decide if I like a place. What is my channel about? Oh, okay. Hi, Spider-Verse. How are you? Okay, Davita. This is a lifestyle channel. I talk about couponing, simple things, how to save money, how I budget, how I live on a fixed income, how you can live frugally and as minimalist as possible. I talk about, I'm glad you're good, Spider. I'm glad. Thanks for joining me here. I talk about my family, my faith, and all those things. I also was trying to get this live going because eventually I'm going to put it to where you can ask me questions and I'll answer your questions for you. But I'm not an expert in anything or anything like that. I just talk about the things that I've experienced in my life, both good and bad, and how I have got myself up from depression. A few years ago, I was not in a good place. And my faith in God has got me to where I'm at now. And so I just wanted to share my testimony. So I started this YouTube channel. And, you know, it's not going to be for everybody. So I don't just do one thing here. I do a lot of stuff. I don't craft like I used to. I used to do that. I don't do those things, but I love to go places. But right now I'm in recovery. I'm getting my body, my mind, my body, my spirit together. I just started back my physical therapy because I had surgery. And so I'm trying to get myself back so that I'm out and moving like I used to. I love Jacksonville. I love to get out. I like to be gone. But now I'm not driving anymore, so sounds good. Well, welcome, David. I'm glad. Let's see. That says Ashley. Oh, Ashley, what it says? 5 years. The words go so fast, I say. And I could be in bed, but I fight every day. Okay, Ashley. This one I'm going to tell you, Ashley. Your testimony, your story, what you've been through, it will help somebody. It will lift somebody. It will encourage somebody. Somebody needs to hear what you got to talk about. And that's what I had to tell myself, you know, because I'm like, who's a middle ager on YouTube? Who's going to listen to what I say or whatever? But you have no idea. Thank you for you. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley. Yes, I served in the Navy. And that was a good time of my life. I launched and recovered airplanes, as a matter of fact. But what I wanted to say was your testimony, your story, whatever you've been through in your life, whether it's adultery, murder, okay, whether you've been through a sickness, an illness, addicted to drugs, an alcoholic, everybody's got something. You know why? Because all of us are flawed. None of us are perfect. And I think when people realize that, they'll stop being so hard on themselves, because I was the main one. I was hard on myself. I used to just be my worst advocate because I'd say, oh, you did it again, Sean. But I don't do that no more. I just try to find ways to lift myself up. And if I can lift myself up, then I'm going to share it here on YouTube. It might help somebody. That's how I look. That's what's wrong with the world today, really. Nobody stops and do the simple things anymore. And I'm old school. I still write regular mail. What's that? From my heart to yours. Thank you, Ashley. You know, my friends laugh at me because I still write letters. I still write letters. I still write letters to people I care for. And I get a stamp and I drop it in the mail. Everybody texts, everybody calls and everything. I'm not a big call person. Okay, it is 5:58 a.m. here in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know the different time zones. I wouldn't even be able to try to figure it out for you, but well, basically it's 6 a.m. here. I'm always up by 5. I'm always moving around. I like to have coffee. I like to stretch, and I like to be out walking by 7. So I'll do a little walk this morning. I'll do my best. Sometimes I will tape some of my walk, and some days I can barely make it to the mailbox, but I still put that up, and I tell people, if you only made it to the mailbox today, at least you did. I wrote 3 for every day and I still write. That's right. Keep writing those letters, Ashley. Keep writing those letters, because I have letters from my mother that I will treasure for the rest of my life. Nobody writes anymore. And that's really a sad thing. See, I also journal. I think oh, no, it's okay, Ashley. I'm learning this whole live thing, so everybody's being patient with me, because the beginning of the video is upside down, okay? So obviously I'm not no genius in this. I don't know how to do this, but what I do wanted to say is that people need to know you care for them. So you can write them, you could text them, or whatever. Those are simple things you can do. But when it's their birthday, or it's some type of time that you want to bring up the goodness of the things they do for you, I write letters, I write cards, and people are moved by that. A lot of people are shocked because nobody does it anymore, but I do, and I journal. I think if you like to journal, you like to write, it just comes natural, and you would feel more comfortable doing that. Like, if in my own world, I would rather write than talk in front of this camera. I had anxiety every time that I get in front of the camera, but I'm getting better and better. My mouth used to get so dry that my lips would be stuck together when I first started this channel. I just didn't know how to do this whole thing. But I don't want to be on here mumbling. But I do want to say before I go that whatever, yes, it is, Ashley. Writing is therapeutic. This YouTube channel is therapeutic also, because I was seeing a therapist and she said, write down everything. And of course I was writing it down. But this is the second step for me, because it's out of my comfort zone. What we do is we tend to stay with what we know, and we're scared to reach out and branch out to something else. But I'm telling you today that you are beautiful, you are worthy, God loves you. He did not make any mistakes. I tell people that God don't make mistakes. You are unique, you are beautiful in your own way. Okay, so you have to take that in, and you have to believe that. And I got that now. I believe that. I know how to love myself now. And because I know how to love myself, I know how to tell people, you are beautiful, you are wonderful. I tell people that. Thank you so much, Ashley. And I hope that each and every one of you, when you go out every day and you meet people, you greet people, you go to work, you go to school, wherever you go each day, put on a smile and do your best to be kind to people. But even more than that, I tell people to respect others. And I say that because it's a lot of people that will talk to you like you the bottom of their shoe. They just don't have time, and they treat people really rude. So I always say, treat people with kindness and respect, and that's what you'll get back. Whatever you give out, that's what you'll give back twofold. And I really believe that. So wherever you go today, whatever you do, whoever you meet, whatever you do today, do it from the kindness of your heart, and be sincere and be authentic, because that's what the world needs. More people who are authentic, who are loving and kind. And I'm not saying let people walk over you. Okay? That ain't what I'm saying now. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, fight your battles. Choose them, and just say, is that really worth me losing my peace? Because you can hold on to that peace that you left your house with, and you can come back every day with that same peace if you learn that those toxic people that are out there, and they are out there, they can't be happy. Those people, I know you don't met people who, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, they never smile, they never happy. I'm always like, really? Really? They're just not happy. So why try to chip away at that cement when they're not going to let you penetrate it? So just whatever you do today, be happy, be joyful, and treat people with respect when you go out there. And I'm going to wrap up this live because I don't want to keep mumbling, but I'm going to keep trying to do it better. I'll try again today or maybe tomorrow until I can figure out how to start a live and end the live without part of the video being upside down. I can't believe I did that again twice, but that's the only way you learn. The only way you learn is to keep doing, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep coming up here on YouTube. I like this video today. I hope that you enjoyed my live stream, and I will come back again and hopefully with more knowledge so that the video is not upside down. And to all of you who shared, to all of you who told me where you were from and what you're going through and told me part of your testimony, I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate that you felt comfortable enough to come here and talk to me today, because that's a good sign that you felt comfortable enough to talk, because I never used to leave comments. I never used to leave messages in people's YouTube, but I do now. It's very therapeutic. It's very relaxing. And when I meet somebody that uplifts me and makes me feel better than I did when I walked into their live, then I always subscribe, because it's a wonderful feeling. So I hope and I pray that all of you have a wonderful day, that you treat people with respect. And remember, God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.